Thank you, Roger, for taking the time to come and speak with us today.
This is really a privilege, especially having a 2002 past president look after the interview. But nice to be here. It's got a great organization, and to respect 100 years for this great facility is indeed a great idea. And I really compliment the people that are doing this for some of the more senior guys to pass along a little bit of data over the years that have happened to them. I joined Cedar Brae, Greg, in 72. So that goes like 50 years, I guess. And it was a nice comment in December. Martin arranged for a dinner for some of the senior people, and Bob Page and Keith Nash and his wife, and we sat and had a little dinner one day, and it was just really pleasant among the people that have been here for a long time, yes, sharing some interesting stories. You know, we all have anecdotes about this golf course. Well, I live in Markham, and people talked about the nice golf course on Steeles Avenue, and I came down and had a chance to wander through on the cart one day and look at it, and talk to the people that were in charge, and especially with Bill and Jerry, and I just sort of fell in love with it. It's sort of a hidden jewel, and I find that even today when we bring people in from out of town that are good friends and play the golf course, they say, this is just a magnificent little secret that we got here.
Exactly.
And it's so true, it really is.
Do you remember what your first year was like?
Well, I'm not a great golfer. I have a hobby. At that time I was doing a lot of college refereeing and refereeing the CFL, so I was away most weekends, and I played just during the week a couple of times. I still only play about 40 times a year, and I'm still working, and I find that it's good therapy to be out with your pals. We have a regular group of guys that play regularly on Wednesday and Saturday, and it's just a real treat, most enjoyable, and the environment's so good, and we have a lot of fun. And that's the key to it, lots of fun. Yeah. I think that one of the best memories was, I think, in 1977, we had the Canadian ladies play here, or the American ladies, the LPGA.
Yes.
And Donna Capone-Young and Judy Rankin went to the finals. It was a match play, and they played the golf course of Inser Scrape backwards. Huh? They played the front nine as the back nine, and the number 9 we have now with the pond was the finishing hole. And that pond added a lot to this golf course when we put it in after the 77 tournament. We made some money on it. We made about 60 grand, I think.
Yes.
And a lot of us were dressed in red pants and white shirts, and some were doing driving back and forth from the hotels with the gals, and we had scorers and people that were doing marshalling, and it really brought the bonding and the nice feeling among the members at that time, which was very satisfying and really, really good fun. With the money we made from that, we put a tennis court in.
Yes, yes.
And we had tennis courts for about, I guess, 15 or 20 years. We had a nice little tennis membership, and then things do change, and life has its ups and downs and so on. That was finally changed about 25 years ago, I guess. You know. Well, they've done a lot of improvement. Darren Little is an exceptional superintendent, in my opinion. I knew he grew up in the area. Little family have great roots here, going back many, many years. But they're always looking at the greens, improving them, and also the traps. But I think putting that water on number 9 was really, really special. Hmm. But this course is always immaculate. Like I said earlier, people come here that play at some of the more prestigious clubs around the country. They just say, this is really great. I want you to invite me back.
Yeah.
Well, I play with guys that have better handicaps than myself, and a couple of the guys are 12s or 13s, and I'm a lot higher than that. But we always play a little game with an alligator. With a little card, if you land in the water, it costs you money each time you do that. Or if you land in the trap, there's another card. Or hit the ball out of bounds, there's a third card, kind of thing. And we have a little bit of gambling, there's little fun stuff, and it's really remarkable, Of all the guys I've played with over the years, and we've had different foursomes, we've lost some good guys. And I played a lot with Georgie Thornton, who was just a class gentleman, and Tony Tracy passed away. We lost him about 10 years ago, and Charlie Donnell was a good friend of ours too. But I played a lot of golf with John Chandler, who's a super guy, and we have a regular group. There's about 6 or 7 of us that sort of play every Wednesday and Saturday, and it's always fun and always enjoyable,